Yeah, once again, very good morning and thanks for joining. Okay. And firstly, I need to thanks to everyone for your all great wishes. Okay. Just to update, the mom and the baby, babies both are healthy. Okay. And thanks for your support as well. Been so uh, 2 to 3 days, last 2 to 3 days, we don't have any session, but thanks for your support as well. So as part of today, okay. So we discuss about core internal parts. Okay, last couple of sessions we discuss about architecture. We discuss about core internal parts. Okay, so I think everyone is good at the core internal parts. Do you have any questions on that? Everyone is getting chance to go and watch all the sessions, right? Everyone.
Yes, Shubham.
Okay, so going forward, we'll make all. This is our playlist. Okay, batch 44 is our playlist. So every day once we complete, so we are going to upload everything here. So this is our first preference. Once we want, in case if you're not available, if you're not available to be part of the live session on that day, okay, go for the recording. So here it in the playlist batch 44 it will be available. That's the first thing. Now, so so I will talk license part. License part is very important. Editions parts are very important. I will talk this part in the upcoming sessions. Okay. Now, see, as a database administrator, not as a database administrator, not only it's related to SQL, it's for any database management system. We must also know how to install the product. We must also know how to install the product. How to install the product. How to use that product. Okay. We can use in different categories. Like as I told you, right, there is a concept called development. There is a concept called analyst. There is a concept called DBS. Okay, n number of people, n number of different teams will connect to the SQL Server. They can perform their own different operations. But as a database administrator, one of the major key role is installing the product. Installing the product. So if you want to install a product, how you will install? How you will install the product. That is very, very important. Being we are learning SQL Server, we must also know how to first download the software, how to install the software. So how to download the software, how to install the software, and how to use that software. These are the major three things we need to remember. So these are the major three things. But almost in real world, in your laptop, one second. Almost in real world, in your laptop, almost both are same only. Okay, but here and there, a little changes will happen in when you especially go to the real world. Okay, based on the need, based on their requirement, we'll try to install the softwares. Okay, we'll try to install the software, but your laptop also based on your requirement only, you will install the products. You will install the products. Now here, see, when you study to see, especially you need to understand the logics here. Okay, how you understand how the architecture is working, how the core component is working. You need to understand first the logics. Okay, so what is that logic, Subbu? Especially you will get the build request. What you will get? You will get the build request. Technically, we will call it as a build request. Request is nothing build ticket. Okay, technically most of the time we will call as a build SQL build. Okay, SQL installation. Build is nothing but installation. So we will get the a ticket. So Either you will get the ticket in the form of incident, in the form of service request, or in the form of CRs. So it depends on organization to organization. It will vary. Most of the time, you will get the service request. Okay, and technically we'll call it as a build request. So no worries about all this stuff. If you don't know about ideal process, we'll talk at the ending. Okay, so mostly we'll get the service request to perform the SQL install. Okay, now assume you got a build request to install. Okay, here what we will do in your laptop. See, take your laptop first. Don't go for real one. In your laptop, how to install the product? You will go to the Google. You will search for SQL Server download. And if you just open SQL Server download, so you will get, we assume you are downloading on for on-prem. Okay, you will go for SQL Server on-prem, and you will download the product and you will install the product. You download the product and you will install the product. And by default, when you go for SQL Server download, see, by default it will go to the latest version. Okay, now here you are getting SQL Server 2022. Even Microsoft introduced SQL Server 2025 as well, but now it is showing as a 2022, and here you will provide some details and you can download the product. This is your laptop. Will I do same thing in real world? No, no, sir, don't get confused. Okay, don't get confused at all. This is only in your laptop you will do. You won't download like this in real world. In real world, already they will keep the set of files. Means they will keep all the set of files in the repositories. Already they will keep this all the set of files in the repositories where you can copy. So for example, take in my laptop. Okay. So for example, take in my laptop, already I'm having the repositories. If I go to the SQL Server binary files, so I'm having all the SQL Server related set of files. Which version I want to install, I will go and install the product. Which version to install, I will go and install the product based on my comfort, my need. Based on my need, I will go and install the SQL Server. Based on my need, I will try to go and install the SQL Server. So I already downloaded all the setup file and I kept it. In real world also, so your application team means when they're starting everything, they will keep all the binary files. They will keep all the setup files, executable files based on the requirement. So we can go and copy. Means they will keep in the network location. Some people will keep in the network location. First, once you select to the project, okay, once you select the project, okay, you need to ask where our setup files are available. In case if you get any new build request, from where I can copy that set of files. Where I can copy the set of files. This is your question you need to raise. See, getting everyone getting, if not, just stop me and ask the questions, okay? Without you know the how to install the SQL Server, whatever you are learning in the future also, it becomes zero only. Getting my point? Everyone? No? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, first, as a DBA, we must and should know how to install the product. Okay, now here in your laptop, so mostly see what we are doing in our laptop. You will directly go and search for SQL Server download, and you can open for SQL on Azure or SQL Server on on-prem, and you can click here. You can provide some details, and you can download and you can install the product. But in real world, not like that, right? Okay, in real world, not like that. So in real world, you need to know where I can find the binary file, where I can find the set of files, executable files, SQL Server executable set of file. That is the one thing. First thing. One more is sometimes see what they will do. They already downloaded and kept in one location. They will share this path. Okay, they will share this path. Now you need to what you need to do. You need to copy this path and you can save somewhere in the notepad or OneNote in your real world. So whenever you get any request, now you know that where the setup files are available, you can copy that one into the server and you can install. You can install. Don't cut and paste, sir. You need to copy and paste it. So you can just copy and paste in the server, and you can go good to install. That is a one case. One more case is, so you don't have any access to the set of file locations. Now, if you get a request to install the SQL Server, we will drop a mail to application team. We will drop a mail to application team to attach the executable file. So what they will do, they will, so they are already holding the ISO files. Assume they are already holding the ISO files. What they will do, they will attach this ISO file to the server. Now see, you are able to see the SQL Server 2022. They will attach it. Some of application team, they won't allow to copy out somewhere. Okay, they will attach you. You need to just drop a mail. Hey, hi, AppStream. So I got a ticket to install SQL Server 2019. Will you copy the setup file to the server? Okay, we are going to install the product in so and so time. Now what they will do, they will attach the setup file to the server. So they will attach it. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to copy paste anything. So they already attached. You need to just go and install the product. This is one more scenario. One, they will provide the locations where the setup files are hosted. Two, they will attach the setup file. Okay, they will attach the setup file. Three. Okay, they will keep in the SharePoint sites sometimes. Okay, so where they will provide the location, where they will provide the locations of the URL. So you need to go to that setup URL. So for example, HTTPS. So HTTPS colon, for example, SQL dot, okay, server, okay, for example, org. So there is one set of file. So they will provide this URL. You need to go to this URL. So you need to go to this URL, and you will find all the SQL Server related versions and their downloadables. So you can open that location, and you can start downloading the product. You can start downloading the product. So different ways in real world. Don't think that okay, simply okay in my laptop I'm just going for SQL Server download and just downloading and installing the product. Okay, in real world also I will do. Sir, installation is same. Installation is same. There is no difference. Whatever you are doing in your laptop, same thing you will do in real world. Whatever you are doing in your laptop, same thing you will do in the real world as well. That what is the difference, Subbu? Means this is the difference. How you will get that? How you will get that setup file is very very important. How you will get that setup file is very very important. How you will get the setup files? Sir? One, they may keep in the shared location, a network location. Second, you need to drop a mail. They will attach the setup file. Third, there will be URL where you can go to the URL and you can download the product whatever you want. Is it clear, everyone? Come on, sir. Again, after completing the class, most of the people still having doubt how to download the product. Everyone is telling. If I'm asking a question, they are saying that I will go to the SQL download and I can download the product. Sir, in real world, no. Again, in your laptop, okay, I can accept. Okay, in real world, no. No, no, no. Again, I'm saying, don't get confused at all. In real world, either they will keep all in the dedicated location, they will copy the setup file, or you will go to some URL to download the product. Not this URL, sir. Okay, not okay. So first you need to get this when you are taking a KT. Means once you got a new project, that time you need to go and ask where I can find the setup files, how I can get the setup files. So maybe they may ask a reverse question too as well. how you are downloading earlier. So, for example, take my scenario. So, based on my different experience, okay. So sometimes I will drop a mail. Hey, I apps team. So I got a ticket to install SQL Server on so and so server and so on so edition. Can you please attach so and so version so and so edition to the server? Once you are done, we will proceed to install the SQL Server. Okay. In earlier couple of other projects where I will have the network location, I will go to that location. I can copy the server. Okay. So in real world, sir, again, uh, it's not a sometimes see again it's project to project the differences. Everyone project to project the differences. So in my earlier project, when I started my journey, if I get one bill request, this is one bill request, right? If I get one bill request, we used to take 5 days to perform the installation. What you will do for 5 days to do? There's a there's a biggest question, correct? It's a just a product, just copy, download, okay, just copy to the server, click on next. That's it, done. That's what it won't take that much time also. But our SLA is 5 days. If you get a new build request, we used to take almost at least for 5 days to complete the installations. Okay, so what we will do that 5 days? That is very important, sir. Simply, if I'm saying that, okay, you will just go to here, download, and then click on it. So SQL installation is very simple. Again and again and again, I am saying it to everyone. SQL installation is very simple, but understanding the process is little complex. I wanted to convey first the process. Installation is very easy. Even the people who don't know SQL also, they will also install. Just you will download the setup file, click on next. That's it, done. Okay, installation is very easy, but understanding the process is very important. That is real world process is very important. So now you understood what is the build request, everyone? What is the build request, sir? Nothing to, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, I have a quick question. When it comes to like a building, installing SQL Server, do company have a SOP attached to the build request, or is this something that you have to do because you're supposed to know?
a very good question actually. It depends, Eric. Okay, I can't say everyone will give the one SOP document to perform certain actions. Okay. Uh, better you can ask them, is there any SOP document is there to perform the NC installation, or if they are following one standard, we can also try to prepare the SOP documents. Okay, we'll talk SOP related thing in the ending. Okay, no worries.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, see here, very good point actually. That's what I want to convey to everyone. Sir, installation is I don't see. If you make very simple, what I can do, I will just go to here, click on here. Okay, okay, click on here, and I just provide some details, and I will start downloading, and I will tell click on next. That's done. Our installation is done. But when you go to the real world, the problem will start. Okay, again, I'm repeating. Installation is very easy only. Understanding process is little tricky. Okay, that's what I wanted to convey today. What we need to understand is in terms of real world. So technically, we'll call it as a build request. Okay, we will call it as a build request, means new installation. Now, first thing, if you get a request to install SQL Server, okay, first thing you need to identify where I need to install. Means nothing but which server I need to install. Which server? Okay, like for example, DAL SQL 45, Cal, okay, SQL 198, HOE SQL, okay, 128. Assume these are the three servers I need to perform the installation. Okay, so in the ticket itself, they will clearly mention which server you need to install the product. Okay, clearly they will mention, sir. Sometimes they will, maximum they will mention only one server. Sometimes they will also mention multiple servers. So first you need to get in this ticket, you need to get which server I need to install the product. Which server I need to install the product. Okay, so now from the ticket, I got that I need to install the product in 3 servers. Okay, 3 servers. That is okay. I'm clear. I'm pretty much clear. I need to install my SQL Server in these 3 servers. First point, everyone clear? From the build request, what you need to get, which version they are expecting, which version, which edition is also very important, and which on which server, which servers. These are very important points. From the ticket, you need to understand which version they are expecting to install, which edition they are expecting to install, and on which servers they are expecting to install. This is also very, very important. Along with version, edition, which servers they are expecting to install the product. Everyone getting? So don't please be silent, okay? Especially the people who are learning first time. I'm requesting, especially who are learning first time, okay? Don't be silent. Is it clear, everyone? Which version I need to install, which edition I need to install, and where I need to install. Okay, this is the first thing you need to get from the ticket. Okay, so try to read the ticket first. Whatever the ticket you got it, first read the ticket. They will definitely mention which version, which edition, which server. For example, in the ticket, they are not mentioned version. They are not mentioned edition. So they are not mentioned server name. Okay, not all, sir. Assume they mention about version, edition, but they forget to mention the server name. Okay, some tickets you find the server name, but they forget to mention the version edition. Or they mention the server name version, but they forget the edition. Edition. Okay, so don't blindly go and install the product. If you have any doubt on this, on the build request, and what doubt you are having, where I need to install, by mistakenly they forget to mention the server name. By mistakenly they forget to mention the version. By mistakenly they forget to mention the edition. By mistakenly, sir, happened. Okay, it's happened. Okay, now what you need to do? You know who created this ticket, right? So rather than dropping the email, okay, rather than dropping the email, try to verify who created this ticket, okay, and go to the team chat, Teams. Open the Teams and go for chat. Open the Teams, Microsoft Teams, okay. Open the Microsoft Teams and you can search for, okay, John. Okay, John, you will find the John now here and go for chat. So for example, so if I'm going for Sai, so I will start chatting. Hey, hi John. So this is regarding so and so build request. So we want some inputs to proceed further. Okay, can we have a quick call? Can we have a quick chat? So ask him very politely here. In case if you're not getting more information in the build request, if you're not getting some information in the build request, rather than simply dropping the emails, why can't you go for chat? Why can't you ping him? Why can't you get some insights? Okay. Assume he is not available. He is not available. Then you can drop an email. Okay. Once you start reading the ticket, whatever the information you missed it. Okay. Let's start dropping the email. Hi, John. So this is regarding the tickets. Okay, we got so, uh, but we are unable to find which version we wanted to install, which server we wanted to install, which edition we wanted to install, what features we wanted to install. Okay. So we need some more insights about this build request to proceed because this is real world, sir. Simply we won't go and install the product like simply how we are installing in your laptops, how you are installing the VMs. Okay, in real world you need to follow one strategic. Almost all the applications you will follow same thing only. So try to grab some information from the ticket. If anything is missing on the ticket, go and talk to your requester, whoever requests this build request, right? Go and talk to that team to get the more information. This point is clear, everyone? Yes, no? So first thing, build request. Second thing, you need to read the ticket. Okay, you need to read the ticket. Okay, whether all the required information is available or not to perform the installation. Out of that, these are very important, sir. Server name, version, edition, along with the futures and service account. I will talk this one, service account. These are also very, very important. These are also very, very important. Couple of things are very important. I will talk slowly one by one. Okay, now. So once, assume you got everything here. You got everything here. I'm good to install SQL Server. Now, before, okay, as a database administrator, okay, as a DBA. So when you specially go for SQL Server, okay, we need to remember couple of things. What is that? Simply, we won't go and install the SQL Server like how we are doing in our lab kind of stuff. In real world, we want to follow something, all the best practices, So what are the things? What are the things we need to remember? Okay, that is what we are going to discuss now. Meanwhile, do you have any questions? Anyone? No? Yes?
No, sir.
1 second, sir. Let me open. One second, let me open the slides. Okay. Now see, if you wanted to download, okay, any product, okay, SQL Server, we will go to the SQL Server download and we'll try to download the product and we'll try to install. I will show you something regarding this. Wait, 1 second. Come on here. Okay. Okay. So, especially if you go for SQL Server, okay, especially if you go for SQL Server, technically we'll call it as an instance. Okay, instance means when you are installing a product. Okay, when you are installing a product, okay, SQL Server product. Technically, what we will call it is an instance. One instance. An instance of the database engine is a copy of SQL Server.exe executable file that runs as an operating system service. Okay, it's like one executable file, sir. Okay, see, I am connecting to the database engine and I'm just connecting. Click on connect. I am connecting to this one, right? This is our one instance. Okay, you can download and so you can install multiple instances in one server. Means on one laptop you can install multiple times SQL Server, multiple times. Each time when you are installing a product, you will specify the unique name. You will specify the unique name. So this technically we are calling as a one instance. Still, I'm not getting Subbu. One instance. What do you mean? Means if you open the task manager, where is my mouse? Okay. If you open the task manager, see, if I go to the details, or okay, now if I search for SQL, see, there will be one executable file, SQL serve.exe. Okay, SQL serve.ext, and this executable file. So Microsoft will assign one PID, process ID. Okay, so currently I am able to see only SQL serve.1 SQL.exe means in my laptop only there is only one instance is running. One SQL instance is running. One SQL instance is running. Only one SQL instance is running, sir, in my laptop. So if you have multiple instance, okay, if you have multiple instance, here you will see multiple SQL Server.exe. In real world, mostly one server, only one instance they will install. One server, only one instance they will install. Sometimes you may also see two instances are running in the same server, three instances are running in the same server, but not 4, 5, 6, 7, sir. Only maximum 2 to 3. Okay, because it will impact if you have multiple instances in the same server. Definitely, it will impact the performance because SQL Server need lot of resources like CPU, memory, IO, all the stuff, right? Definitely, it will impact the performance if you maintain multiple instances in one server. In real world, mostly on one server means one VM, one only one instance we will install. One VM, only one instance we will install. So what is the instance means? Okay, what is the instance means? It is a copy of SQL Server.exe. exe. Still, I'm not having that much clear, Subbu. What is the instance? So, a instance is nothing but an executable file of the SQL Server. One executable file, so .exe, along with, okay. See, when you install SQL Server, you have lot of components in the background. When you install a SQL Server, you are having lot of components in the background. So, for example, see, when you install a product, you will have a lot of components. Like when you go to the binaries, you have a lot of DLLs, lot of exe files, lot of config files. Okay, all this we'll call it as is a collection of one instance. One instance contains multiple DLLs, multiple exe files, along with along with along with memory. Memory, very, 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 very important, sir. Every instance is having a unique memory management in SQL Server. Especially, I'm not talking about other database management systems. Especially if you go for SQL Server, what is the instance? Means instance is nothing but okay, collection of all the executable files, DLLs, which are running under a service called SQL Server.exe as operating system. See, this SQL Server.exe contains all the DLLs, exe files, everything, which is running under the operating system service, which is running under operating system service. Along with this SQL Server.exe also contained its own memory management. Every instance is having its memory management. Every instance is having its own memory management. Anyone questions? Understanding, not understanding? So instance is nothing but a copy, sir, a copy. Okay, a copy of your SQL Server.exe, copy of your SQL Server.exe, which is doing background many things. Okay, all these are belongs to one instance. This is completely one instance. Okay, which contains many things. We can do many things here. Contains multiple DLLs, multiple exe files, a lot. Okay, but all these are running as a Windows operating system service called SQL Server.exe. If I stop this service, okay, if I stop this service, automatically your SQL will be down. Okay, this is the major service. Okay, from the operating system, it is running. It is running, and this will call it as a one instance, a collection of executable files, collection of all executable files, means collection of all the binary files .exe, .els, along with memory management, means every instance will have hold its own memory. Because once you install the SQL Server, the first thing we will do is the memory only. We need to restrict the memory. We need to restrict the SQL memory. Otherwise, SQL will lose the memory. SQL will consume overall the memory. Obviously, your Windows performance will impact. I'm not talking that much performance level now, but make a note down, everyone. As a database administrator, we are trying to install the product. Okay, once you install the product, what you will get the information is, once we install the product, you will get one executable file in the operating system, SQL Server.exe, each SQL Server.exe will have the one process ID. One process ID. If you open configuration manager, okay. So once you install the product, you will have one configuration manager SQL Server. If you go here, okay, see, you will able to see for this service there is one PID 19068. Here also you will see the same PID 19068. Now you can compare which instance, which process ID it is mapped. So by seeing here, it's very difficult what if this instance is. But by opening the configuration manager, you will get to know, okay, this is the service. For this service, this is the PID mapped. Automatically, you don't need to map anything, sir. Okay? Got you, everyone? No? Yes? So what is the instance? Instance is nothing but collection of all the DLL's executable files along with the memory management. Okay? Memory management. So each instance is a unique user here in SQL Server specially. Okay, every instance, whatever the instance you are going to install, every instance is a unique queue. Every instance is a unique queue. That's what each instance manages its own system databases and one or more user databases. Means every instance is a unique queue. Okay, you can maintain different varieties of data. Now you'll get one doubt. In one, for example, take our laptop, Subbu. Okay, in my laptop, can I install SQL Server 2022? Can I install SQL Server 2019? Can I install SQL Server 2017? Yes, sir. Of course, you can install different versions also. Each instance is a unique queue. Again, everyone getting my point? Everyone? No? Yes? Clear? Okay. Now, how many instance different types are there means in SQL Server? There are two different types of one is a default instance, one is a named instance. One is a default instance, one is a named instance. What do you mean by default instance? What do you mean by named instance? Okay, this is also a very important point everyone must and should know. As a DBA, default instance is nothing but while you are connecting to SQL Server, while oh sorry, while we are connecting to SQL Server, okay, SQL Server, you will connect, we can connect using server name, host name. So server name is the same. The terminology, so either you can call it as a server name, either you can call it as a host name. So once you complete your installation, okay. So if you install default instance, what is the SQL name, Subhum, is your server name only or host name. Host name, server name, both are same. Host name, server name, both are same. But when you install the named instance, server name slash backward slash SQL name, SQL instance name, whatever the name you provided while you are installing the SQL Server, whatever the name you provided while you are installing the SQL Server, you need to pass the server name slash, okay, backward slash, you need to provide the SQL Server name, whatever the name you provided when you were installing the product, right? So named instance means server name backward slash instance name. Default instance means just server name or host name. That's it. If you want to connect. So how many instance I can install in my laptop, Subbu? Okay, means one server, not only laptop. In one server, how many instance I can install means 50. Okay, maximum 50 instance I can install. Maximum 50 instance I can install. I can install 50 instance. 50 instance I can install. Not only it can, again, don't get confused. Okay, oh, I can I install SQL Server 2022 50 times? Can I install SQL Server 2019 50 times? No, whatever the version it may be, 50 instance maximum you can install in the, again, you won't install that much, sir, that many things in one server. Okay, in real world, anywhere, nowhere you will install that many. But what Microsoft is saying that you can install 50 instance in one server. Okay, will I install that many? No, maximum you will see one or two or max you will see three, sir. In real world, maximum you will see only one. On one server, only one instance is running. Okay, that can be default instance, that can be named instance, that can be default instance, that can be named instance. Okay, only one instance we will install in the server. Basically, when you go for real world, default instance means nothing but server names. Or when you are trying to connect, you will connect using the server name. For example, if it is a named instance, you need to pass the server name slash. You need to pass the instance name. You need to pass the instance name. Clear, everyone?
Hi, Subbu. I have
Yes.
one question. So this total 50 instance, it will be the combination of default and 49 named instance, right? Like that?
One default instance, whatever version it may be,
Right.
49 named instance.
Okay. Okay.
You try to Subbu anytime to install this many. No. Okay. One will be default, sir. It can be whatever version, only one will be default. One will be default instance, rest will be named instance. It can be whatever version. Okay. Now we know that technically we are calling as an instance in especially in SQL Server. Especially in SQL Server, we are calling as instance. Instance is nothing but a copy of SQL Server.exe, a copy of SQL Server.exe which is running under the operating system as a service, operating system as a service. So copies are just SQL Server.exe, which contains multiple DLLs, exe files, all the stuff along with the memory management. Okay, especially in SQL Server, we can install two types of instance. One will be default instance, one will be named instance. Okay, maximum how many? 50 you can install. One will be default, 49 will be named. Okay, now, okay, now see, if you if you are purchasing any product, not only sir SQL Server, let's go in a traditional, out of the box, out of the box. Now you decide to purchase a car, you decide to purchase a mobile, you decide to purchase something, sir, something. Now in that product, so now we are having some basic. See, for example, take a car. So mostly when they are introducing a product, when they are introducing a new car into the market, okay, maximum they will make 2 to 3 editions, right? One is a basic car, one is somewhat advanced level where you have some kind of Bluetooth, so the kind of some automation, okay. And if you go for top end model, there will be one basic, there will be one medium, and there will be top end model. So even if you go for non technical also, you will see same kind of, right, like the same SQL Server will also having the editions. Okay, not only SQL Server, even if you go for Windows, okay, even for Windows also you are having the editions. See, SQL Server editions. Okay, now Windows Server editions. Windows, or I can do one thing. SQL Server 2022, hardware and software. Hardware you can get easily. Now see, so for example, before I go into the SQL, let's talk on the server level. Okay, let's talk on the server level. See, we are having different types of operating system. We are having different types of operating system. See, if you go Windows Server, Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows 11 Pro. Okay, mostly on our laptops, we are having Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows 10, Windows 11. In the Windows 10, Windows 11 also, there will be Home Edition, Professional Edition, Enterprise Edition. Like same Windows 11 also, Enterprise Edition, Professional Edition, Home Edition. Like what we know familiarized, because mostly all our laptops are running with Windows 10, Windows 11. 2 to 3 years ago, like 2 to 3 years, 4 years ago, we used to work with the Windows 8, Windows 8.1, Windows 7. Windows OS operating system as well. Okay, so these are all most familiar because being we purchase our desktops or when we purchase our laptops, we will build the operating system. So we will build the operating system on our laptops or on our desktops. Either you are having desktop, either you are having laptop, you will try to build this operating system. Either Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, Windows 7. Okay. So Windows Vista, Windows OS operating system, you are going to build the operating system. In real world, we'll do this one? No. No, sir. In real world, we'll go for the servers, Windows servers. Okay. You will go for Windows Server 2000. These are Windows Server 2016 onwards. If I go for, let's go for this one, sir. You will see, come on. See, Windows 12, Windows 12 R2, Windows Server 2012, Windows Server 2012 R2, Windows Server 2016, Windows Server 2019, Windows Server 2022. Now you will see Windows Server 2025 as well. Before Windows Server 2012, Windows Server 2008, Windows Server 2008 R2, Windows Server 2000, Windows Server 2005. Okay, we are having Windows first. You need to know about Windows operating system as well because mostly we are going to install our SQL Server on the Windows servers, Windows platform. So in your laptop, you are installing on Windows 8, Windows 8 Pro, Windows 8.1, Windows 10, Windows 11. This is our laptops, our desktops. Okay, for practicing purpose, we used to use this flavors to install our product. But will I perform same installation in real world? No. In real world, we will go for the servers. Okay, Windows Server 2012, Windows Server 2012 R2, Windows Server 2016, Windows Server 2019, Windows Server 2022. Even when you go for Windows Server also, there are different types of editions like Standard Edition, Data Center Edition, Essential Edition. So here also we are having different edition. Will I install Windows Server as well, Subbu, in real world? No, sir. Maximum no. There will be Windows team. There will be Windows team who will provide this installation, who will perform all this installation. Once they build the server, they will hand over to the DBAs. Once your Windows team build the server, they will hand over to the DBAs. Who will perform, sir? Your Windows team. Your Windows team will build the server and they will hand over to the DBA team. Once they hand over, we will go and install the SQL Server. So first, as a DBA, we need to understand what is the server I need to install. For example, DAL SQL 45. Assume this is the server I need to install. Once you connect to the server, you need to verify what operating system it is running. What operating system it is running. How I can get that information? If you go for MS Info 32, if I go for MS Info 32, if you go for MS Info 32, it will show you clearly what operating system that VM is running. That VM is running. Okay, what operating system that the VM is running, along with the server name, version, and you will get how many processor are running, how much GP of RAM, okay, how much GP of RAM, everything you will get the information. Everything you will get much more information, sir. Basically, will I go and see all this stuff? Subhumis, no. First, what I will do, first I want to get which operating system it is, and what is the core, what is the RAM, everything I will get to know from by opening system information. If I open the system information, I can easily get to know what operating system, what version it is running, what edition it is running, along with how many cores it contains, how much GP of RAM. I used to get all this information easily. Okay, will I install this in real world? No. Okay, no, we won't install this product in real world. We have dedicated team, Windows team. They will try to install the product and they will hand out to us. Once operating system everything is ready, then we'll try to install the SQL Server. When you specially go for SQL Server, we are having lots of different editions. We are having different types of editions. So we are having Enterprise Edition, Standard Edition, Web Edition, Developer Edition, Express Edition. Along with we are having evaluation edition. Along with this, we are having evaluation edition. So we are having different editions. So these are all the same. How your operating system is having different editions. Okay, like same, your SQL Server is also having different editions. Will I get a chance to install this all the products? Yes, sir, definitely. I'm not saying no. Mostly Enterprise Edition, Standard Edition, Developer Edition, Express Edition. Okay, or Evaluation Edition also you will get. Web, no, sir. Mostly you won't get that much chance to install Web Edition. But Enterprise, Standard, Developer, Express, along with rare case Evaluation Edition. We don't know what sort of that project is. Okay, mostly these two. Mostly these two, sir. Okay, and highest preference will be Standard Edition. Okay, lowest preference will be Enterprise Edition because cost. Okay, cost will vary. So next session we are going to discuss about the licensing, how SQL Server licensing is working. Actually, today only I wanted to cover the licensing, but being there is a gap, okay, I just want to fill that gap. That's the reason I not discuss about the licensing. Okay, next session we'll discuss about SQL licensing. Very interesting part. As a DBA, we must also understand the licensing. So SQL Server is having different editions like Enterprise Edition, Standard Edition, Web Edition, Developer Edition, Express Edition. Okay, some projects will completely work. Yes, yes,
Sorry, I just have a quick question.
yeah.
From your experience, what version do most companies are using currently since we are in 2025?
See, I can't say versions, okay? I can say these editions easily. Okay. So
Okay.
still in even if we are in 2025, still we are using older version like 2012, 2014, still we are using. 2008
Oh,
and
okay.
2008 also you will get a chance. I can't say that which version more frequently, but I can say which editions they will use. Okay,
Okay.
mostly 70 to 75% they will go for standard editions. Okay, 20 to 25% enterprise editions. Okay, 10% they will go for 10%, they will go for developer or express edition. But some of the projects they are using only express editions, complete express edition, because these are free. These are free editions.
Right.
Okay, these are costs you need to pay. You need to pay. Okay, if, what the interview will ask you question is, what is the edition you will use more on your environment? Currently, which edition you are using? Don't tell enterprise edition, sir. Okay, we never use enterprise edition more because license cost is too much when you compare with the standard editions. Mostly we'll go for standard editions. Really, if I wanted to use the enterprise level features, then only I will go for enterprise edition. Otherwise, mostly I will go for standard editions. Got it? Getting my point, everyone? Which edition we will use more frequently? Standard edition. Because cost. See, money. We wanted to save the money, sir. Finally, so mostly cost is a matter, right? So standard edition is the best. You can do many things. What you can do in the enterprise edition, you can do many things, but there are differences, sir. In case you want only that specific feature which is not compatible with the standard edition, definitely we need to go for enterprise only. So
Okay.
what are the things that Subbu? Okay, what is that? What is that? Means if I go here, scroll down, see, first thing, there is a limitations. Okay, first thing, if you go for differences, so if you go for differences, I have one thing first you wanted to remember is scale. There is a difference in the resources. In the enterprise edition, if you go for enterprise edition, there is no restriction. Okay, how much maximum your server is capacity is, that much you can use for SQL Server. There is no restrictions. There is no restrictions when you go for enterprise edition. But if you go for standard edition, yes, definitely there are restrictions. Yes, definitely there are restrictions. You can't remember all this stuff, sir. Okay. If someone is asking the interview question, what is the difference between enterprise edition, standard edition? It's very difficult to remember all this one. Okay. But at least you can remember top 5 features. Out of that, first thing is resource level limitations. Resource level. So in the standard edition, maximum I can go for 128 GB of RAM. SQL Server can use up to 128 GB only. Even you are having. So for example, in my operating system, I am having more than, for example, I'm having 350 GB of RAM. Okay, you are having. Oh yeah, that's in 430. Assume your laptop is having 250 GB of RAM. Assume, sir, you are having 250 GB of RAM. Will SQL Server will use 250 GB of RAM? No. When you go for standard edition, it can use only 128 GB of RAM. More than that, no. No, even you are having your operating system is having 250 GB of RAM. Will the standard edition, standard SQL Server will use greater than 128 GB? No, it will use only 128 GB. If I wanted to increase the memory, you can't do in the standard edition. Definitely, you need to upgrade to enterprise edition. When you go for enterprise edition, there is no limitation in the resource usage. Getting my point, everyone? There is no limitation in the resource uses. Maximum you can go for 4 socket, 24 cores only. In terms of CPU, maximum you can go for 24 cores. In terms of memory, maximum you can go for 128 GB of RAM. So at least, sir, you need to remember this one. What is the major difference you will go for enterprise edition, standard edition is first resource level. Resource level, there is a limitation. When I go for standard edition, maximum I can use 28 cores. For my SQL, I can use 28 cores. Maximum memory, I can go for 28 GB of RAM. Got it, everyone? No? Yes? Are there online people? Understanding, not understanding, sir.
Yes, Subbu. Subbu, I mean, probably I might have missed the last 5 minutes. So in this editions, we have one more, that developer edition. So probably,
Developer is like enterprise edition, sir. Okay. Developer is like enterprise edition. Like almost you will see like enterprise level of mostly for developers. Okay, they will install the developer editions. Okay, all our production servers either it will be in the standard edition or it will be in the enterprise edition. But you may also see the express edition as well. You will see. But again, what are the major things? Means resource level limitations. Resource level limitations. You will see the resource level limitations. That's what I just wanted to convey. When you go for the SQL Server editions, what I will need to remember is there are some limitation in the resource level. Resource level. I hope Girish, you are getting my point. What
yes,
I
yes,
wanted to
yes.
convey. There are
Yeah.
limitations in the resource level. Along with, if we just scroll down, okay, we are having a number of features. Okay, we are having a number of features. One thing you need to remember is, okay, always on availability group. Okay, always on availability group is compatible only in the enterprise edition. Okay, enterprise edition, not in the standard edition. But some of the experienced people they may confuse, okay, because from SQL Server 2016, Microsoft introduced basic availability group that is compatible in the standard edition. Okay, not your always on availability group, sir. There is a much difference when you go for always on availability group and when you go for basic availability. There is a much difference here. Okay, there is a much difference here. Don't think that both are same. Underlying functionality is the same, but there are a lot of limitations. Underlying functionality is same, but there are a lot of limitations. So try to remember, always on availability group is compatible in the enterprise edition. Basic availability group is compatible in the standard edition. Okay, this is the one point you need to remember. And no worries, most of the things we'll discuss in the real world when we the upcoming sessions. There are many things, sir. Uh, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Yeah, security is also very important. So try to remember TD is also very, very important. Along with the resources, along with the always on availability group, try to remember TD. So TD is compatible in the standard edition along with enterprise edition. But from SQL Server 2019, TD is compatible in the standard edition as well. But before you go for SQL Server 2019, okay, TD is not compatible in the standard edition. TD is not compatible in the standard edition. See, when you go for SQL Server 2017, when you go for TDE, is not compatible in the standard edition. Only it is compatible in the enterprise edition. These are the some points you need to remember and you need to explain to the interviewer. Mostly, they may ask you what is the major difference you will notice with the standard edition and enterprise edition. Okay, I will show you one Excel sheet, sir. Easily you can remember. It's very difficult to remember all this stuff. Okay, it's difficult now, but I will share you top 15 differences. What you will notice between enterprise edition and standard edition. Make sense, everyone? Out of that, I'm what I wanted to convey is okay. One is remember security TDE, very important. One is always an availability group, very important. One more is okay, online index. Okay, online index. Online index will be performed only in the enterprise edition, not in the standard edition. Okay, rebuilds. Online index rebuilds will occurs only in the standard edition, enterprise edition, not in the standard edition. Okay, resumable online indexes. Okay, so you can remember at least this one because indexes are very important for DBAs. Okay, it's very difficult to remember all these points. Okay, but top 5 to 6 points you need to remember. It's a mandatory. If someone is asking a question, what is the major difference you will see between enterprise edition to standard edition? Okay, not okay, everyone.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I will share you one Excel sheet, sir. I will prepare. Yeah, Brian. Yeah. Yes. You're asking question. So easy, sir. SQL installation. Okay, not that much difficulty, but try to understand all the stuff. That you need to understand the terminologies. Very, very important. So, any questions? Anyone? No? Yes?
Uh, you are saying we need to maintain one default instance and the remaining all are named instance, right?
Yes, ma'am. There
Uh,
will be one default instance. I'm not saying that you need to maintain. Okay, but when you are installing a SQL Server, it will prompt you which instance you want to do. Either you go for default or you will go for name. Only one default instance will be installed in one server, ma'am, on host mission.
okay, that means we can maintain all named instances, right?
Yes, ma'am, you can maintain multiple named instance.
Okay.
But in real world, only one or two instances you will see in one host mission, not
Okay.
too many. But
Oh,
to understand, we can install 50 instances, but in real world, only one, mostly one map or two max or three very rare case.
okay. That instance names also they only provided us, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Yes, we'll talk all the stuff in the next session. Okay.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. Any questions? Okay. So what we are going to do tomorrow? Okay, means okay. So we will share one Google link. Okay, Google link. Okay, where you need to fill your 1 second. One second. Don't disconnect. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So based on our feedback last batch, okay, we collected the feedback, and this time we don't want to do that kind of mistakes. Okay, first we wanted to make a good confidence on you whether you know how to install the SQL Server. Okay, first we will share this one today. Okay, go and fill this document because we want you to know about what kind of your operating system, your laptops. Okay, either you are using laptop, either you are using desktop. You want to fill this information. Okay, this information because uh, one thing, if your laptop is little old laptop, okay, now assume you don't have the job. I'm not saying that immediately you go and purchase the laptop. Okay, please, sir. Money is very important. Either you, it's very important. Either me is very important. Okay, you can work SQL Server with a basic laptop as well. Okay, assume you don't have a massive configuration like you don't have 16 GB or 12 GB of RAM. Uh, and I wanted to build the servers like either use hypervisor or Oracle VirtualBox or VMware. I can build the operating systems. I can build the VMs. I can start installing the SQL Server in the VMs. So no worries if your laptop is not that much compatible. You can do everything on your laptop. Everything on your laptop. Okay. Sir, first you wanted to know how to install the SQL Server. This is the basic thing. How you are installing SQL Server on your laptop, same way you will install in the servers, same way you will install in the cloud as well. Okay, same way you will install in the cloud as well. There is no much difference. But tomorrow, what we are going to do is, before that, fill this one. Okay, fill everyone. This one. I want to get some insights. Okay, okay. No worries about because you not yet started installing the SQL Server, right? Okay, no worries. Now tomorrow we are going to start building the VMs. Okay. If your laptop is, see again, sir, minimum you can maintain 12, 8 GB of RAM, 12 GB of RAM, 16 GB of RAM. Not with 4 GB, you can't spin the VMs. Okay. You can't spin the VMs. It will overload your laptop and it may also leads to corrupt your motherboard, sir. Please be aware. Okay, don't get tense anything. Okay, Subbu is showing us how to build the VMs, and my laptop is not compatible. I don't know how to, sir. Go and watch. You won't do all this stuff in real world. Okay, you won't do all this stuff in real world. Who will do? Windows team will take care everything. But in our laptop, in our training, there is no Windows team, there is no network team, there is nothing, right? I am going to show you everything, how to install the VMware workstation, and how to create the VMs, how to deploy the operating system. Okay, all the stuff tomorrow. Next 3 days are very important. Next 3 days we are going to build the infrastructure. I hope you are getting my point, everyone. Next 3 days, we are going to build the infrastructure. Once we are good at infrastructure, then we will show you how to install the SQL Server. Okay, assume your laptop is not compatible. No need to worry to build the infrastructure. You can do on your laptop itself. Please, sir. What I can do means, in the after 45 days, we are going and talking on the cloud, right? Okay, portal.azure.com. Okay, we will go and talk on the cloud. Okay, we will go and talk on the cloud after 45 days. We will go and talk on the cloud, right? No worries. Being your laptop is not having enough RAM, enough resources, you not practice everything here, right? What you can do, you can do everything in the cloud. You can spin the VMs in cloud. Okay, you can spin the VMs in the cloud. One advantage now is, even you can use your debit cards. Everyone is using having debit cards, sir. Assume you don't have credit cards. So what I need to do, you can also use the debit cards. Okay. Again, I'm repeating. You don't go and create any free tail subscription now. Don't create any free tail subscriptions, or I will let you know when you need to create. Okay. The people whose laptops are not compatible to to spin the VMs. Okay. No worries. You can spin the VMs in cloud. Okay. Whatever you are doing here, same thing you will do in the cloud as well. Is it comfortable, everyone? No? Yes?
Okay, good to go.
Good.
Okay, so don't purchase again laptops, sir, because you don't have currently jobs. Okay, I don't want waste your amount. Okay, nothing. Don't think too much. Okay, you need to understand how to install SQL Server. You need to understand how to install. Okay, but should be showing the VMs. I am not sure about how to spin the VMs or as well. Okay, no worries. Same thing we will do in the cloud. Okay, same thing we'll do in the cloud. That time you will feel so comfortable. Okay, not okay. Clear? Not clear? Everyone?
Clear, clear.
Okay. Yeah. So next 3 days we will build the infrastructure. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to. Any questions are before? Don't disconnect. Okay. Any questions before I stop the recording? Yes. Yes, Wilson.
Um, yeah, there was a time when I was doing interview. They asked me this question. Up to now, I don't know the correct answer for it. So let's say they just hire you as a new DBA, and they want you to to install SQL Server on a new environment, and they said the database is around 10 terabytes or very huge database for critical application. So how will you know the hardware that can handle the workload for the huge database, like maybe the memory size that you need, the CPU and so on, and the hardware? So is there any way, any strategy, for any way to know the hardware
Yes.
requirements?
You will get it, sir. That point. Okay. I don't want. I don't.
Okay.
I'm not saying right away because first you need
Okay.
to understand entire whole environment. Okay. I'm going to discuss that point as well. Okay.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, good. Second question. Yeah, I don't know, maybe you have our email. The last class you taught on Progress, or this is another class now. So I can't fill that online yet on YouTube, on our group. So it's hidden. So I'm not sure whether this is going to be hidden as well for our batch.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. So although this is for Postgres, it's
Okay.
going to be applicable to the SQL as well. So yeah, the last class you taught, so it's hidden. If you click on the
Oh, yeah. Now
last
I
class.
make it public actually. On that
Okay.
because I need to edit something. Unfortunately, I not available. So it's a public yesterday.
Oh,
Yesterday
okay.
I
I
already
haven't
made.
checked it. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay. So yeah, you said that you're gonna collect our email so that we can have
Yes.
access to
Yes.
once you have the. Okay, no problem. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
That's all my
Everything.
question.
Yeah. Good. Great. Okay. Yes.